can you say to the voters of New Hampshire on this stage tonight who see your resume and like it, but are hesitating on the likability issue, where they seem to like Barack Obama more?
Well, that hurts my feelings.
I'm sorry, Senator. I'm sorry.
But I'll try to go on. He's very likable. I agree with that. I don't think I'm that bad.
You're likable enough.
Thank
Hillary,
you so much.
An interesting exchange back from 2008, that final Democrat primary debate in New Hampshire. It was a curious moment that underscores the real political and personal tension that exists between now President Obama and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. And now there's speculation that here in the year 2016, or soon to be 2016, Joe Biden will get back into a race for president as well. Now, the vice president faces some disadvantages, but there are a whole lot of questions out there about why and if he would run and who's really behind the new Draft Biden Super PAC. For more on this, we're pleased to welcome in from Newsmax New York, the former editor of the New York Times Magazine, Edward Klein. It is also the best-selling author of the book Blood Feud, The Clintons versus the Obamas. And from Newsmax Washington, back with us, our good friend Newsmax TV political analyst Dick Morris. So, Ed, you have followed and chronicled the feud between the Clintons and Obamas. Is the president now behind the push to have Joe Biden run in 2016?
I've been reporting a good deal about that very fact. And I can tell you, based on my reporting, that the Obamas, and I'm talking about Barack Obama, Valerie Jarrett, Michelle Obama, are doing everything they can at this point to encourage Joe Biden to throw in his hat.
Wow. Now, Dick Morris, you've written something about this as well. Is this the renewal of all-out war if Biden gets in this thing with Obama and the White House gang going after Hillary?
Well, I respect what Ed Klein said. He has a better understanding of this than anybody because of his pioneering work in his book, Blood Feud. In any case, whether there is now this level of animosity, there sure will be if Biden runs, because the inevitable dynamics of the race are going to cause it, even if nobody wants it. You can only have one candidate out there saying everything Obama's doing is right. The economy's great, the foreign policy's terrific, the war on terror is wonderful. I'll just continue what Obama's doing. You can't have two candidates saying that because the other one won't get covered. And Biden lives on campus. These are his programs as well as Obama's. And that means that Hillary, to get covered, to distinguish herself, has got to criticize Obama's record. At first gently, oh, the economy's great, but we still have these problems. Or to drive Obama and Hillary further and further apart. Hillary will have to become more and more acerbic, Bill too. And I think that it really could endanger Hillary's pursuit of Obama's base.
Now, Ed, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if I could jump in and say what the Clintons are thinking right now, according to my reporting, they feel that they're in a kind of a race against time. Which is going to come first? Is she going to be able to sew up the nomination by just throwing more money, more organization at the primaries so that she is unbeatable? Or will a criminal indictment come down from the Justice Department before that fact? And they're very concerned about which is going to come first.
And you talk about a criminal indictment. You know, Dick, what about it? Would Valerie Jarrett get together with a new attorney general and actually issue an indictment?
She's dropped from, and she's going to continue to drop. and she's losing her grip on the base. And I think that the Clintons are wrong. I think something may happen before she sews up the nomination, before there's any justice upon redaction, which is the sound of Hillary crashing and hitting bottom. I think that if Biden comes into the race, the opening head-to-head would probably be Hillary 38, Biden 18, Sanders 15, and then a month later, it'll become close to a two-way tie. I don't think that Hillary can easily defeat Biden and Sanders. I think that Biden would probably win that contest.
Something else we want you to know about. For more on this feud and other big breaking news stories, log on to edwardklein.com to sign up for his free email newsletter. And Newsmax Prime continues right after this.